I know you know something's up because you almost always run up to the front of the pasture, and that did not happen. What's up, bro? Hi. You excited? Get a full body haircut? Cool. Good times. All right, hey homies. So today we are having a bit of a spa day. He's obsessed with my hand. But we are going to clip him and do his mane because it's been a while and it's a little rough. So for him, I'm going to do it for several reasons. The first being, for any of you who live in North Carolina or in the southeastern United States, you know that the weather can be kind of temperamental. You're trying to play with me now, aren't you? Because I don't have any more. The weather can be kind of temperamental, and he is fairly hot, like blooded. Like he gets really hot really easy. It can be, you know, upper 40s, low 50s, and he sweats profusely. So that end of things, it makes my life easier grooming, makes him more comfortable. Second is we have one final show for the year, the only show I actually have planned in the future, at the Hunt Horse Complex, the Winter Holiday Classic, the first weekend of December. So I'd like for him to look presentable and not like a woolly mammoth. He's been good when I clipped his ears and did his face and his fetlocks for the last show at State Fair. Hi, bud. Hold on. I had treats earlier. He thinks I have more treats. So I think it'll go well. I just bought new clippers. He stays pretty clean. He's a little dusty because he rolled yesterday. I try to keep some of that coat sheen from Smart Grooming on him just to keep his hair really soft. Everyone always says he's really soft, and I was like, yeah, well, it gets groomed every day. So, but I think the most exciting part of this is we're actually going to find out what color he really is. Because we're not sure if he's a Cruella, if he's a Bay, if he's got dapples. We don't really know. I think he's a mix of all of the above, but I think it'll be fun. So for him, I'm going to do a full body clip. So what that means, oh, you're so good. You're so wonderful. So for him, most of the time when I do a full body clip, I don't clip the entirety of their face. I don't know why. I just think a lot of them don't really like to have all of this clipped. So what I typically do is right around where this, gosh, what is the word for it? There's a word. I'm an animal science major. I should know this. But right where this big old ridge is here, I usually end the clip there because when the bridle or a halter's on, you can't really tell that this is unclipped, this is clipped. His facial hair isn't super long. If he was an actual woolly mammoth, I would probably clip all of his face, but he's not. So I'll stop the clip here. He is on pasture board, and his leg hair also isn't super long. I will probably blend his lower legs, so I will clip his whole body down through here, and then blend about at the knee where all of this easy to clip tissue stops. Look at that. We are kind of dirty. He's gonna hate me. He gets a bath beforehand. So we're gonna give him at least a couple hours to dry in a stall in a cooler, so he's not gonna freeze, but you know, it's supposed to be warmer. We'll graze him in the sun, let him dry out a good bit. Gonna have some fun. If you look in the background over there, you'll see his beautiful new Noble Equestrian 4-in-1 Guardsman turnout blanket. Currently lightly lined for the winter. I'm gonna have to change it more often now though, because he's gonna be hairless. All right guys, so we have got him nice and wet now. He's still really warm. The water, we have luckily hot water that lasts a while, and he stands really still for baths, so I'm not chasing him around. But the products that I use are all Smart Grooming products. Anybody who knows me in the barn knows is that I'm super bougie. They're like, why do you always order stuff from across the pond? And I was like, it's better. So this is their peppermint shampoo. They also have a lavender shampoo, but any of you who know me know that I am mildly allergic to lavender, so I can't use that. So when they came out with the peppermint line, it smells like Christmas, and I'm not gonna break out in hives from it. This is also their super groomer. I can't remember if I got the deluxe one or not. I think I did because it has the back on it, but I got it in blue because they didn't have any of the pink. But either way, this is all I use really to bathe. I have like a squeegee for afterwards, but I will put it on him. I'll make like one little line. You don't really need a lot. I don't plan on cleaning his mane or tail just because I plan on leveling out his mane today, but oh, itchy? I think so. We're scrubbing and scrubbing and scrubbing. And to any of you guys who are interested in any of the products that I am using, I'll use some more as we get closer to actually clipping him as well, but I'm going to link those down below for you. Their website's super easy to use. They actually even have a little section on turnout tips and clipping tips, which I think is super cool. If you guys want anything or have any questions about what I'm using, we can make sure and link that. The key here is not to drop this in the water before it makes it to the horse. And for Halloween this year, he's decided to go as Count Dracula. I always start at the bottom. It's like your mom taught you how to brush your hair, kids. Start at the bottom and to the top. If you start at the top, you're just gonna make bigger knots. And always brush against a surface, because if you just brush into the air, a lot of times you miss a lot of stuff. I personally use my leg, but if you're built like a spaghetti noodle, find a nice wall to brush against, or do it in sections. But I typically start the braid at the end of the dock, because if you're putting a tail bag in there and you're trying to put it in a tight braid, like, it's not going to work very well. We aren't putting a tail bag in, but you get the point, kids. Again, his tail, exquisite. There isn't food, but there's hay in there. He literally just like rolled his face in the feed bucket. He's like, I'm gonna check every angle.
Many hours later.
All right, so we are gonna get started with clipping. We bathed him this morning, gave him a few hours to dry, grazed him out in the sun, put a cooler on him. So he is as dry as it's gonna get. We did run over him with some coat sheen by Smart Grooming to make him a little bit softer, make it easier for the blades to glide through. You can see he's nice and fluffy, nice and soft. But this morning I went on kind of a adventure, but I did finally buy the Lister Stars. These are the clippers I wanted for a long time, so I'm pleased to see how they work. I'm excited about it. See if he's excited about it. But I think I've adjusted the tension correctly. I've already oiled them. They've been chilling for a little bit, so I guess here goes it. All right. Adjust the tension a little bit. It's so dark. This is life.
Whoa! See, look.
I like these though. They glide right on through there. Look at yeah, he's got daffles. How about that? Look at you. That's not right. That's how bleached out you are. I love clipping. It's been so long. All right, so I honestly really like these. They feel very lightweight for such a heavy-duty clipper. And they're just gliding right through. I know like I prepped him right, but they're just like gliding right through. They aren't hot. I mean, I know it's a little chilly out today, but they aren't hot. These lines are me because we're not going the exact direction of his hair. But down here, this space specifically, like that's where I've kind of gone over a little bit. Like there's just a few little stand-up hairs that I'll have to go back over. But just like roughly looking at it, I'm pretty happy with this. I'm excited now. I'm excited. 2, which isn't too bad. Stuart, except he's running out of patience and I have work to go do. So we are going to take a brief 1-day intermission. The good thing is his body's done. It's the face and leg blending that are left. So that is all I have, but stay tuned. Plan on finishing him, obviously, just maybe not today.
2 days later.
All right, guys, so it has been a couple days. I had to cut our clipping excursion a little short. Whoop, back it up. A little short. The other day I had to go to work, so I didn't get through all of him. I had most of his face left and then his legs. So he is all done now. It only took me like an hour or so yesterday to blend in his legs, and I ended up doing his whole face, as some of you guys might have seen on Instagram. I did his entire face because he was wiggly, as he is, and I cut through his ear. So I was like, okay, I guess we have to do it. But anyways, he looks wonderful. I really, really love his color. Please name another place you've seen a dapple grulla, because I'm kind of in awe. Ta-da! Say hi. So a lot of you guys are probably wondering why I look like this. It took me a couple days as well. So with everything that's been going on, we were taking some pictures and whatnot. Hi. We were taking some pictures for just, you know, YouTube to overlay some things, and with all of the shows and how well he's been doing and with his training, I figured it was in his best interest that I purchase him. So I guess this is the official announcement that I, at 21 years old, have officially bought my first horse. So yeah, so I'm really, really excited. I don't really have anything, whoop, back up, super soon planned aside from the Holiday Classic. I'm not sure what next year holds. I think we're gonna work on some off-property stuff over the winter just to get him out of that anxious mode. But otherwise, I'm super excited. I think him and I have got a pretty good bond, so stay tuned. Like, subscribe, and come along for the ride. There's a wiggly one. Oh yeah. I have oil on my pants. And dog hair on my pants. It's another day in the life.